Hey, what is up guys, Master here, back to do another video, and today I've got a map featured on a very classic map. Welcome to Tournament Rift. This is a map that is seldom played nowadays, but it was a legendary map and it made way for the template of all future custom community made maps. A lot of people like this design, this open design. It works well in Kane's Wrath. And I do personally like the build order poker on this map, just because it's not so pokery if you go for two engineers, which is what I'm doing here. I'm going for a sniper team. You're wondering why I'm going for a sniper team? Well, it's because my opponent has picked Black Hand, and there's a chance he could go for Black Disciples. Even if he builds a second engineer, I could snipe that with this sniper team, and it may work out for me. I'm not sure if the second engineer can make it down to the spike before the sniper team can shoot it, but one bug has been fixed, and that is that engineers can no longer be shot through spikes, so you can't just sit on the edge of the cliff there with the sniper team and aim down the saboteur capturing. That doesn't work anymore. Now, much to my dismay, he did not go for the Tiberium spikes. In fact, he didn't take the risk. I, on the other hand, took an enormous risk. I'm pretty behind, to say the least, with this sniper team opening. I can't go for a pitbull to scout him. I've got a scout in the top of the map. I've got this shadow team, sniper team, which is technically a scout. It does detect stealth, but that's not really helpful against Black Hands who don't have any stealth. I can go for the garrison if I choose to. By the way, sniper teams inside of garrisons, to your opponent, it looks like the garrison is empty. Sniper teams will only reveal themselves in that garrison whilst shot at, which is a really cool detail. So when the bike passes by, the detect stealth, yeah, of course the bunker will be revealed. Early now, I'm going to get down my second refinery. He's getting his expansion set up. He's got 5 harvesters. I'm only on 3, but I do have an additional tier spike over him, which isn't saying much considering the half deficiency. I've also got this sniper team here, which I can keep alive by putting in this garrisonable structure, which is what I will do soon. Raider buggy there, which can detect stealth. Curiously, the Black Hand Raider buggy has a stealth detection of 400. Martyr Kane 1 detects stealth in a radius of 200, and the not vanilla buggy doesn't even have stealth detection. Very interesting discrepancies. It's not something I set myself. It was more EA's decision.
Construction complete.
I can go for the third engineer to take this spike, but it's a bit risky considering he has that buggy out on the map. And he's probably going for a second war factory after his third refinery. He's going to want to put some pressure onto me. He's going to want to take those spikes. He may even choose to go for infantry to secure those tier spikes. There's a lot of different strategies you can do on this map at this point in time. I'm going to see if I can poke at this harvester, stop it from taking this tip if I can. It's a lot of resources. You get $2,800 of resources for a full tank of Tiberium, and he can definitely secure that there with the harvester. If I can destroy this harvester with 2 or more blue crystals inside of it, it will spawn a blue Tiberium crystal when it is destroyed, which is another detail found exclusively in R22. By summer, I'm hoping that is to be R23. I've got a bunch of changes planned. The draft has been completed. I have to implement the changes, but that is for summer most likely, since I am going to be a little bit busy in real life. But have no fear, because I do have a comprehensive list of changes to implement, and it's going to be the best patch of 1.02 Plus. And with this tournament, we're going to understand a lot more about the balance and the meta and what we can do to improve things even more. This is what it's all about. We don't have access to source code, but we do have cool modding tools, and a lot of the bugs that were quote unquote unfixable were ultimately fixed. By the way, there's a flame tank in my base. Check out my refining. He's going for my spike as well, so he's going to limit my spike advantage to just the one spike. There's a flame tank also in the bottom. I assigned units to all areas. Bikes heading in through the middle, hoping to find an opening. That flame tank was destroyed. Didn't finish off the Tiberium spike. I'm still in trouble. More flame tanks going down. And at this point here, I was thinking he's going to have a tier 3. He's going to have that chemical plant to catalyst missile my refinery. Remember, I opened up with a sniper team, so the fact that I'm still in this game is remarkable if you ask me.
Our base is under attack. Construction complete.
Tip spike does get destroyed.
New construction options.
Command post set as well. I'm going to get that AP ammo upgrade like there's no tomorrow. Versus Black Hand is a no-brainer. In fact, in every matchup, AP ammo is a no-brainer. That even for the mere fact that watchtowers can defend anything off with that huge gun damage that they have, it's worthwhile. And against Black Hand, Bike Buggy is very common to see, and AP ammo watchtowers can defend that off more effectively than you guys may think. A lot of people decide to just go for 2 MCVs to defending off against Bike Buggy. They don't choose to go and defend it with units like Predator tanks like I'm doing here. Instead, they go for 2 MCVs and just spam watchtowers all over the place. But I want to have units on this map because there is assets to contest on the map, like the blue Tiberium field. I want to try and secure that. In fact, if I'm to expand in this game, rather than taking that green field in the top, yeah, it's actually more worthwhile to set a refinery on the blue. There's a lot more resources there. In fact, look at that blue field and double it in size. Imagine visually that blue, but double in size. That's just how much green there is there. It's a significant boost in income. The thing about blue Tiberium as well is if you get a lot of it at one point, you get a false sense of security. You think you got a lot of resources, you float tons of money, and then you spend it, sometimes unwisely, and then all of a sudden that comes to a halt and you have nothing. So you gotta be wary of the fact that it is not unlimited. It's very finite, and it is a boost that can be very good for you as the player who gets it. I'm going to target down these upgraded knob power plants. You can see that Tiberium core upgrade on it. Another thing you can do on this map is expand to the blue tip and also put a ref on the green. But this time I chose to put my MCV in a more defendable location rather than on the green side of the rift. But yeah, Tournament Rift, quite a map. Not a map you see casted or really played too often. Got 3 Predator tanks I'm going to send to the bottom. Maybe I can harass his harvesters. There's some Bike Buggy on this map. Those have tip core, so yeah, hammerheads, their lifespan has been cut significantly due to the fact that that tip core upgrade is online. I've got these watchtowers ready to go as well. They're going to be planted down to defend my harvesters. Taking that blue Tiberium, I've got several harvesters assigned to the task of that blue tip build. I'm going to put my tier 3 down and immediately start working on this reclamator harvester. If not for harvesting that greenfield, I'll go for the harvesting ability of the Marv. So yeah, the Tiberium Vein detonation comes down, takes out a significant portion of my army. Those harvesters have been severely weakened. He should go in and target them down. I'm going to unload as much of this blue Tiberium as possible. These purifiers are moving into my base. They're targeting down those watchtowers. I'm desperately trying to plant down more watchtowers. The hammerheads are flying overhead, hoping to tank some of that bike damage whilst getting out of that maximum range at the same time. Bikes have finite range and sometimes you can dodge their shots, and that's what I'm trying to do here, so he's not targeting my harvesters. But yeah, harvesters, speaking of, I've only got 1 there. It's a miracle if this harvester is to survive. It's taking Tiberium, it's ignoring the death and destruction all around itself, and it's committed to the task of the Tiberium reclamation here. That husk will be crushed. I ordered my units to stop moving with the S key because I didn't want to crush this husk. This Predator tank, man, if it moves an inch, it's going to crush that husk. It's going to crush it. And I was like, yes, I've got this Purifier husk. That's exactly what I need in this situation. I've got 2 zone heads and a second MCV moving to the blue field. I took a lot of damage there, especially with that Tiberium Vein, which deals more damage now. It is a dodgeable Tiberium Vein compared to years ago where you couldn't dodge it. Let's just say, it just wasn't dodgeable. Bikes in the top. Don't really have a lot to defend that off aside from some attack bikes. I'm going to try and establish myself in the green field. I've got a Marv. Usually that is not spawning in that location, but a Marv is better than no Marv. I'm going to have one. These hammerheads are going to have to make a run for it. Their tip core is moving through my base. I'm going to double drop these towers, try and thin them out. And if the bikes target the harvesters, then they're going to waste their shots there. I pulled one of the harvesters hammerheads back so it isn't destroyed. Every unit counts in this situation. As you see, I don't have any Tiberium. really none at all. I'm going to have to long leash something. That ref placement, I know what you're going to say in the comments, guys. What is that ref placement, Leaf? That is a ref placement. I know it is, but it is going to keep it protected. I'm afraid he'd go in with a purifier and destroy it. It's better it being there than no ref. That's what I chose to do. I'm going to be able to pull the harvesters back if they're under threat and unload in a safe location way behind the front line. I'm going to build a second refinery and crawl that to the field a little bit closer. It's sort of like Tiberium Wars. In Tiberium Wars, this is a more viable strategy, but I do have an MCV, so I'm going to be able to place it right. Well, yeah, I had the same idea. I deliberately chose to not put that on the edge of the Tiberium field for the mere fact that I don't want him to see that I have an expansion there. But I'm going to bring in this Tiberium. I should assign more harvesters to the job. This purifier is going to give my rifleman a buff, plus 50% rate of fire. Redeemer moving through. I've got zone troopers inside of those hammerheads. Don't know if I've researched scanner packs, but if you guys didn't know, scanner packs gives zone troopers 15% additional range, so that is effectively going to allow the zone troopers and the hammerheads to kite enemy units such as attack bikes, but it's incredibly difficult, and one mistake will end the lives of those zone heads. And it's very risky, extremely risky to do. I'm going to have to cancel my juggernauts here to get funds for shockwave. I'm going to have to EMP the Redeemer. It's a tough ask though. Sometimes Redeemers can dodge this. It's a bit of an RNG support power, because you don't know where the first of the shells will land, and I just about got that Redeemer there locked out. If that had not been EMP'd, then I would be looking at my War Factory and MCV being burnt down and destroyed at the moment. Bikes running by, but I'm going to plant this watchtower down. I do still have 2 zone heads, and I'm going to remember it in a moment. Because I was like thinking, hey, what do I have to kill this Redeemer? It's in my base. There's no AA there for him. This Marv is tanking damage in the front. Doesn't have any garrison inside of it aside from the zone trooper that I got from selling the Reclamator hub off. And the Redeemer does fall there. Some more watchtowers being dropped. Hammerheads above, sweeping out this infantry, taking it out. I'm going to take this Juggernaut husk back. Harvest is being destroyed. I'm going to pull those ones back there. Zone heads, very micro intensive. Not recommended if you are not capable of intense micro, and sometimes I'm not, especially if I don't play all that much. But this time, on this occasion, I was pretty on point in form, and I felt I did pretty well in that game. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed that game there on the classic Tournament Rift map. Not a map you see all that often. And yeah, I'm gonna cast one more game that I thought was funny. I'm in the mood for casting replays. Got several of them that I had ready to go, but did delay it due to real life assignments. Anyways, thank you very much everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you to my Patreon members for supporting me on my channel, and yeah, this would not be possible without your tremendous support. Anyways, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next video.